Hey Aries family, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive and we are doing your weekly reading. So welcome everyone. Oh, happy birthday if you are celebrating this week. Sending so much love, blessings, good vibes your way. The sun is in your sign right now. It's such a great time for you to shine, to really focus on you, your wants, your needs. You have you rule the house of self, Aries, so it's always good practice for you making sure that you're getting that self-love, self-care. Have fun, enjoy the vibrancy, the energy, but also take time to just chillax, right? All right, so there's something in your heart and your environment where it was one of those learning lessons. You're having gratitude for this situation a little bit more. Yeah, the party time card, whoop whoop. So if you're celebrating this week, especially, but this is just such a month to, like I said, like focus on yourself, enjoy life, the fruits of your labors. And this many thanks card speaks to, obviously some things get messy, some things get sticky. Yeah, I love that love card. But the more we learn, the more time that passes, the older we get, etc., we can see the value, we can see that there's multiple layers to things, and it comes from that source of love and compassion. Not that you have to be a doormat. I don't specifically see Aries energy as being a doormat. Generally, the Aries that I know are pretty fiery and self-empowered, and they know what they want. They know their direction. And it's really cool. It's an amazing energy. And we have to celebrate that, right, with the part of time, right? But we also have to give grace where grace is due, recognizing that everyone is the same as us. Everyone comes from a different viewpoint, different perspective. And I think, like I said, what I love about this energy for you, Aries, is it's really helping you start fresh, start new. And from a more grounded perspective with that Ace of Pentacles. This is all about, taking the time to, again, focus on what makes you personally feel supported and bring that stuff in. You know what you need to do. I love this energy. It's so powerful. It's basically talking about how you are creating from a space of knowledge, power, alchemy. The magician works with the elements that are around him. It's such a beautiful energy. Yes, it has like these layers of being able to control and manipulate things in your favor. So just make sure you're not, make sure you're doing that from a space of integrity. But things are beginning to flow. You have Ace of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, which have a similar vibe in terms of the focus on money, finances, the home, etc. How things are transitioning and changing. Yeah, so beautiful. The sun is in your energy. So sun is Leo energy. It's connecting again with that fire principle. But from that space of really kind of letting your light shine. Yeah, so beautiful. Achieving your own level of success, of abundance. And this is coming, it's a very, it's like this energy of you, like I said, kind of taking that time to really appreciate, the fruits of your labor. And doing so in a way that you're proud of yourself. It's not indicative off of anyone else. 444, I love that. That's angelic guidance, support. I pulled up the Four of Swords as well. I just noticed that, right? So the Four of Swords is the need to you know, just kind of contemplate and figure out what that really looks like for you and what that means for you. How do you want to show up in this situation? You're dealing with something that I feel like you left behind, you know, you didn't really want to deal with anymore is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This is someone who, you know, maybe promised something to you and walked away from it. And they have the death energy in their energy. Sorry to be redundant, but that really speaks to them going through a lot, you know, and feeling really emotional about it, trying to, you know, keep things in line. It's really hard, right, when we feel like our life is falling apart or some things aren't working out for us or we just need more time, more space. And that's how I feel like this person was, you know, like they just didn't want to deal with the bullshit. Like they had to put that off to the side because they had a lot going on for them. And so you had to step away, do things yourself, not really rely and focus on them, but something is changing around that. The person you're dealing with is a little fickle or immature. Also, fire energy coming through. The Princess of Wands is when we get really like hyped, you know? We can't sit still, right? We go from one situation to the next. And so this person, while they're vibing this earth energy of being grounded and stable, at the same time, it's like their ideas are all over the place. And it actually affected how things played out. You know, maybe there is a lot of love and connection between you and this person. You know, maybe you have had them in your life for a long time. Maybe you're celebrating with them this week. But it, like I said, it does show your heart opening up to more love, more potential, more possibility within the dynamic. Because you are able to find the compassion in your heart. And I know sometimes that's a want energy, right? Like we want to feel like justified in our frustration, our annoyance with this person. Because it basically looked like they just kind of called it quits. And, you know, that's it. I'm just going to be... And so because of that, you know, you had to do it yourself. And that's difficult. But now you're in this space where you are feeling good with the flow of things. And you don't really want anything to hinder that. And so, you know... seeing things differently for both ends has been blocked. Like this energy has been coming up a lot lately too, is there's this element of stagnancy. Like no one wants to work together or talk it out. And so, because and that makes sense too, right? We're in Aries season. Everybody's kind of working on themselves, right? Everybody's focusing on what they have going on. If there's not a good synergy or a good vibe with someone, or maybe you had someone kind of screw you over in the beginning of the year, things fell apart, or it didn't move how you expected it. This really talks about, you know, it's not a bad thing right now, right? It's just this week. It's like taking the time, the energy to separate oneself from what's happening and what's going on. And it actually brings you guys closer together. Well, I guess I spoke too soon, that Four of Pentacles. That's self-protection right there. So why do you feel that? I don't know. There's a lot of pain in this situation. What happened, guys? Like what you know, I mean, it could be, yeah, it's just like lots of conflict. Unnecessary conflict, though, is what I'm hearing. The Five of Wands can signify conflict for the sake of conflict. This is a rough energy right here moving forward. So be mindful. You know, I think right now, like we talked about, Aries, it's really good to just kind of relax, enjoy yourself. Try not to focus on whatever happened. Maybe you have to see this person, you know, maybe you haven't seen them in a while. Maybe you are celebrating with them. Like I was talking about, they could be someone who's very close and connected with you. But you guys have been forced apart. And I think I'm hearing for this week at least, it's better to just let sleeping dogs lie, right? It helps you build in more compassion, more empathy, more understanding for maybe what this person was going through. It doesn't have to be a heal all, right? It doesn't mean we have to like get back into, you know, relationship or whatever that means with this person, because it doesn't really look like that's happening with this energy down here. It looks like everyone's just kind of self-protecting. There's still a lot of hurt, especially if things get said, you know what I mean? There might be, like, that's the other side of this. If you are celebrating, be mindful, you know, about what you say, especially if you guys are around each other. Loose link. What is the saying? Loose lips sink ships. So be mindful, especially if there's like some cocktailing, because it feels like someone could say something and it kind of, that's why everything falls apart at the end of it. Because again, you kind of feel very justified from where you're coming from. So do they, but it's in a different way. It's like, I'm going through a lot. I have a lot on my plate. I needed to, you know, get things out of the way, but they're still being naive about how they're approaching things. And so maybe you're the one who had to pick up the pieces, Aries, and you're just sitting there like, you know, I got it. Like, because you know, I've seen this with like a bunch of my Aries clients, people I know. You guys are really, really good at being proactive and picking up the reins in a situation, right? Exactly like this Chariot energy shows. You know what to do. You know how to show up. But this is more about, this is not just about what happened between you guys. It's about the whole, the learning, the growth, the evolution, actually creating something that is very inspiring. Where instead there's like a lot of this toxicity that's coming out unnecessarily, maybe. Yeah, like especially if there is like a partay. I mean, that energy kind of comes through pretty heavy with this hypnosis and the datura. That's like, the datura can be very intoxicating, you know, even kind of euphoric, but if you take too much, that's it. So just be mindful, Aries. You know, I mean, to me, it kind of talks about like I said, if you do have to see them, maybe too much gets said, there's some type of dynamic that, you know, just keep things at a standstill. And again, we're in a space of time where we're focusing on ourselves. For you, it is a lot about growing in love and compassion towards the situation, even if you are the better one or have the upper hand or whatever it may be. You know, it's life. Sometimes the value is in learning how to be empathetic and understanding to those around us. Wah, wah. No, I mean, take your victory, right? Like, give yourself the high five. But, you know, sometimes with other people, we just need to be a little bit more compassionate. So I hope this helped, Aries. Thank you so much for your time and energy. Sending love and blessings always your way. Happy birthday. Have fun. Enjoy life. Big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. Let's build and grow the community. Thanks so much for listening. I'll see you soon.